A very good evening and warm welcome to Dhamma Television's Collective News. This is Srishti Khadki. Let's move on to today's headlines. Reconstruction work to be completed in 2 years. Government has created an investment-friendly environment. Prime Minister Oli. Demonstration against murder of 6-year-old Khatun in Kathmandu. No one should feel orphaned. Comment by Prime Minister KP Oli. Meeting of Foreign Secretaries of Nepal and India concluded. Government of India provides 2,000 units of remdesivir injection to Nepal. 1614 more corona confirmed on Thursday. The United States economy grew 33.1%. Arsenal, Tottenham and Leicester City in knockout stages of Europa League. News in detail. Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation Yogesh Vatrai has said the government will protect and develop historic religious area. Minister Vatrai said that cultural and religious heritage damaged by earthquake would be rebuilt within 2 years. Inaugurating the entrance of Sri Chaturved Narayan Temple in Naranhiti, Kathmandu on Thursday. Minister Vatrai said that temples around historical religious site would be protected. Minister Vatrai said that most of the areas including Rani Pokhari, Darbar High School, Patan and Pashupati area have been reconstructed. Stating that cultural and religious heritage is a symbol of human civilization, Minister Vatrai said that temples and monasteries would be properly protected. Stating that there is a lot of potential for religious tourism in Nepal, Minister Vatrai said that government would give priority to this sector. Minister Vatrai informed that cabinet meeting held on Wednesday decided to open religious area. Minister Vatrai also opined that people's lives should be made easier even amid the corona epidemic in Nepal.
हाम्रो 4808 वटा फ्लाइटहरु काठमाडौँको डोमेस्टिक एयरपोर्टबाट उडान गरे 4055 वटा फ्लाइटहरु काठमाडौँबाट बाहिरबाट काठमाडौँको डोमेस्टिक एयरपोर्टमा चाहिँ ल्यान्ड गरे डोमेस्टिक फ्लाइटमा टोटल प्यासेन्जर हेर्नुहुन्छ भने यो अवधिमा आउटगोइङ नै 1,75,000 छ र आएको 1,69,000 छ गएको यो नर्मल पिरियडको तुलनामा हाम्रो डोमेस्टिक फ्लाइट अहिले झन्डै 40% यो चाहिँ चलिरहेको छ जुन अरु देशको तुलनामा मेरो विचारमा यो धेरै पोजिटिभ कुरा हो जुन तपाईको पर्यटन क्षेत्र सञ्चालनको निम्ति होटल लगायत क्षेत्र सञ्चालनको निम्ति सुरुमै जुन प्रोटोकलहरु बनायो हाइजेनिक प्रोटोकलहरु त्यो हाम्रो पूर्व तयारी हामी व्यवस्थित ढंगले नै गरेका छौं भन्ने कुरा हो यो सबै त कुनै पर्यटन बोर्ड अथवा मन्त्रालयले मात्रै गरे हैन नि यसमा तपाईहरु सबैको हिस्सा छ सहभागिता छ तब नै यो सम्भव भएको हो तर मलाई त के लाग्छ भने अरु क्षेत्रमा अब बिजनेसमा अरु सेक्टरमा इन्डस्ट्रीमा गभर्नमेन्ट र प्राइभेट सेक्टरलाई कसरी लिन्छ त्यो बेग्लै कुरा हो तर यो पर्यटन क्षेत्रमा सरकार र प्राइभेट भन्ने नै छुट्टिँदैन यो छुट्याउने धेरै कोसिस पनि गर्नु यो एउटै हो हामी एउटै मिसनमा छौं त्यसोभन्दा यो एकअर्काका हामी सहयोगी हौं पार्टनर हौं त्यसले डोमेस्टिक फ्लाइटहरु त खोलेको छ तर इन्टरनेशनल फ्लाइट हामी जतिको पनि खोलेको छ साउथ एसियामा हामीले हौं इन्टरनेशनल फ्लाइटमा उदाहरण दिने किनभने आज इन्डिया र बंगलादेश बाहेक विगतका डेस्टिनेसनहरु जुन फ्लाइटहरु हुन्थे त्यसमा कुनै पनि ठाउँमा हाम्रो रोकावट छ इन्डिया र बंगलादेश अहिलेसम्म खुलेको छैन आज क्याबिनेटमा हामी त्यो प्रस्ताव लाँदै छौं हिजो सीसीएमसी ले त्यसलाई स्वीकृत गरेछ अब आज प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यूले त्यसलाई पोजिटिभ पक्कै पनि गर्नुहुन्छ अघिल्लोपल्ट पनि छलफल भएको छ त्यो हो भने इन्डिया र बंगलादेश पनि हामी केही लिमिटेड संख्यामा फोल्ड लिएर त्यसलाई अगाडि बढाउने ठाउँमा हामी जान्छौं साथै पर्यटन एक्टिभिटिजहरु चाहिँ लगभग अब हाम्रो खुलेका छन् सुरुमा हामीले एक्सपिडिसनबाट थाल्यौं ट्रेकिङबाट थाल्यौं हैन पदयात्राबाट थाल्यौं अब बिस्तारै अरु चाहिँ activities.
Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has made it clear that government is committed to promoting interests of indigenous industrialists and Nepalese industrialists. Inaugurating 54th General Assembly of Federation of Nepali Chambers of Commerce and Industry in Kathmandu on Thursday, Prime Minister Oli said government was working in line with the sentiments of all industrialists and businessmen. Prime Minister Oli said that government and private sectors should work together to accelerate the pace of development in the current difficult situation. Prime Minister Oli said that government would always work for the rights and interests of industrialists as the role of private sector was important for economic development of the country. Prime Minister Oli also said that government treats all entrepreneurs equally.
रोजगारीका अवसरहरू सृजना गर्ने सन्दर्भमा त्यसैगरी उत्पादकत्व र उत्पादन वृद्धि गर्ने कुरामा यहाँहरुको ध्यान जाओस् र इनोभेटिभ तरिका टेक्नोलोजीको प्रयोग साइन्सको प्रयोग र मोडर्नाइजेसनको दिशा समात्ने कुरा यस दिशामा यहाँहरुको सजग सचेत संगठित प्रयास होस् भन्ने आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु र यहाँहरुको सफलता देशको सफलता हुनेछ। त्यसकारण यहाँहरुलाई सफल बनाउन राज्य यो राज्यको कर्तव्य हो, राज्यको छनौटको कुरा हो, राज्यको खुसीको कुरा हो। तपाईहरुले बजारमा दलाल पुँजीवाद, नव उदारवादी पुँजीवाद, सरकारले प्रधानमन्त्रीले दलाल पुँजीवादलाई प्रश्रय दियो, नव उदारवादी पुँजीवादी बाटो लियो, अनेक प्रकारका भ्रमपूर्ण र उद्यमी व्यवसायीहरूलाई डिभाइड गर्ने र त्रसित बनाउने खालका अभिव्यक्तिहरू सुनेर तपाईहरुमा केही दुविधा उत्पन्न भएको पनि हुन सक्छ। म तपाईहरुलाई स्पष्ट पार्न चाहन्छु, सरकार उद्यमी व्यवसायीहरूमा मेरो र तेरो, मेरो पक्ष र तेरो पक्ष, आफ्नो पक्ष र अर्को पक्ष, सरकारका निम्ति त्यस्तो हुँदैन। सबै उद्यमीहरू, सबै व्यवसायीहरू ती सबै राष्ट्रका निम्ति काम गरिरहेका, राष्ट्रमा योगदान गरिरहेका, राष्ट्रका निम्ति उत्पादन गरिरहेका, राष्ट्रका निम्ति रोजगारी दिइरहेका, राष्ट्रका निम्ति कर तिरिरहेका र राष्ट्रका साझा सम्पत्ति हुन्, समान छ। राज्यको नजरमा सबै समान छन् र राज्यले सबैलाई कानुन सम्मत ढंगले, यथोचित ढंगले संरक्षण प्रदान गर्छ। विभिन्न विशेषणहरू बिराएर आतंकित गर्नुपर्ने कुनै आवश्यकता छैन। आज हामी राष्ट्रिय पुँजीलाई अवश्य जोड दिन्छौँ, राष्ट्रिय उद्योगलाई जोड दिन्छौँ, राष्ट्रिय पुँजीपतिलाई जोड दिन्छौँ। वर्षक बाह्य पुँजी हामीले हाम्रा उद्योगहरूमा, हाम्रा विकासका कामहरूमा बाह्य पुँजी ल्याउनै नपरे हुन्थ्यो नि। हाम्रै पुँजीपतिलाई हामीले त्यति सबल बनाउन पाएको भए अरू बाहिरकाले किन यहाँ आएर इन्भेस्ट गर्छन् भन्दाखेरि हामीले हाम्रा पुँजीपतिहरूलाई त्यस अनुसारका सक्षम बनाउन सकेनौँ, लगानी गर्न सक्ने हैसियतमा उठाउन सकेनौँ। त्यसकारण न हामीले बाह्य लगानी खोज्नु परेको होला। हामीले हाम्रैलाई सबल बनाउन सकेको भएदेखि त बाहिरका खोज्नै पर्दैन थियो होला। आज हामी खोजिकन वैदेशिक लगानी आमन्त्रण गरिरहेका छौँ। किन भने हामीले हाम्रा उद्यमीहरूलाई त्यस स्तरमा विकास गर्न सकेनौँ।
Demonstration has taken place in Kathmandu against the murder of 6-year-old Gulab Shah Khatun of Bardibas Municipality 14. All Nepal Women's Association, which is close to CPN revolutionary Maoists, has staged a protest at Kathmandu's Maitigar against Khatun's murder. Protesters chanted slogans saying that incidents should be thoroughly investigated and culprits should be brought to book. Protesters said that government has not been able to take effective steps despite the increase in number of murders and rapes of women and children in country. Protesters have been carrying placards demanding implementation of single-point justice system in rape cases and guaranteeing equal participation of women in every state body. Khatun, daughter of local martyr Alam, had been missing from her place since Sunday evening. Body was found in a sack and dumped in a bush at midnight on Monday. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said that no one should feel orphaned. Releasing a video message on the occasion of Social Security Day on Thursday, Prime Minister Oli said that there is a government for the helpless. Prime Minister Oli said that government is on a journey of prosperity with social justice and equality, loyalty and commitment to the country and people. Prime Minister Oli recalled that government has taken policy of including senior citizens, single women, helpless and disabled in the field of social security since 2051 BS, and concept of welfare state, social justice, equality and social security has also taken shape. Prime Minister Oli also said that a new and advanced concept of contribution-based social security has been launched. The government celebrates Social Security Day on November 26 every year.
2051 विक्रम सम्वतबाट त्यस बेलाको सरकारले सामाजिक सुरक्षाको क्षेत्रमा ज्येष्ठ नागरिकहरू, एकल महिला, असहाय, अशक्त आदिलाई समेट्ने नीति लियो र लोक कल्याणकारी राज्य, सामाजिक न्याय र समानता र सामाजिक सुरक्षाको अवधारणाले मूर्त रूप पनि लिन थाल्यो र त्यसले सामाजिक बहसलाई पनि अगाडि बढायो। आज आइपुग्दा हामी सामाजिक सुरक्षा हाम्रो सामाजिक जीवनको, राज्य सञ्चालनको, समाज सञ्चालनको एउटा अभिन्न अङ्गको रूपमा त्यसलाई बुझिरहेका छौँ र तदनुसारको व्यवहार गरिरहेका छौँ। हरेक नागरिक सचेत हुनुपर्दछ र आफूले सामाजिक सुरक्षाको सन्दर्भमा योगदान पनि गर्नुपर्दछ भनेर योगदानमा आधारित सामाजिक सुरक्षाको एउटा नयाँ र उन्नत अवधारणाको पनि सुरुवात भएको छ। हामीले यस चेतनाको स्तरोन्नतिलाई नयाँ युगको प्रारम्भ पनि भन्यौँ, एउटा नयाँ जमानाको सुरुवात, जहाँ कोही पनि व्यक्ति, समाजको कोही पनि सदस्य त्यही उन्नत, विकसित, आधुनिक मानव समाजमा सुरक्षा नपाएर असुरक्षित भएर, त्रसित भएर जीवनयापन गर्न नपरोस् अथवा पीडा भोग्न र जीवन गुमाउन नपरोस्। त्यसकारण हामीले सामाजिक सुरक्षाको सुनिश्चितताको व्यवस्थाका प्रयासहरूलाई अगाडि बढायौँ। यस सम्बन्धमा थुप्रै प्रयासहरू हामीले अगाडि बढाएका छौँ जो यहाँहरूमा जगजाहेरै छ र सरकार सामाजिक सुरक्षाको बृहत र परिपूर्ण अवधारणालाई अगाडि बढाउन, व्यवस्थित ढङ्गले सञ्चालन गर्न र त्यसलाई पूर्णता दिन प्रतिबद्ध रहेको कुरा म यहाँहरूलाई अवगत गराउन चाहन्छु।
Delegation level meeting of foreign secretaries of Nepal and India has been held in Kathmandu. 11-member Nepali delegation was led by Foreign Secretary Bhadraj Paudel and Indian delegation was led by Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringala at a meeting held at a hotel in Kathmandu on Thursday. All issues related to Nepal-India relations were discussed at the meeting. During the meeting, both sides agreed to move forward in the field of bilateral cooperation. Shringala informed that discussions have been held at various stages to advance areas of cooperation and good progress has been made in previous commitments. Shringala also thanked Foreign Secretary Bhadraj Paudel for the invitation and hospitality. Earlier, two foreign secretaries discussed various issues of mutual interest. Secretary Shringala arrived in Kathmandu on Thursday for a two-day visit at friendly invitation of Secretary Paudel. Shringala is scheduled to inaugurate 3 school buildings rebuilt by Indian government in Gorkha on Friday. Shringala is scheduled to return home on Friday after completing his visit to Nepal.
And we found that we have such extensive areas of cooperation. We have made very good progress and we have discussed how to make even greater progress. So very, very productive and excellent start to the visit. Thank you very much. Agenda was very vast. So all this time we have taken to cover areas of cooperation ranging from the economy to cultural cooperation to infrastructure development. I thank His Excellency for his hospitality and of course facilitating our very useful interactions.
Government of India has provided 2,000 units of remdesivir injection to Nepal for the treatment of corona. During a function held at Singhdabar on Thursday, Indian Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla handed over the injection to Foreign Minister Pradeep Kumar Gyawali. Speaking on the occasion, Shringla said that he would always support Nepal for the prevention and control of corona. Stating that corona vaccine is being tested in some countries of the world, Shringla mentioned that India would be the first to provide vaccine to Nepal if it is generally available. Stating that bilateral relations between Nepal and India are closely linked, Shringla said that relationship would be further deepened. Similarly, Foreign Minister Gyawali said that two countries would work together to overcome any other challenge, including corona. Shringla said that Nepal-India relations should be strengthened by changing over time. Earlier on Thursday, Secretary Shringla had a courtesy meeting with Minister Gyawali.
We tied up with many of the major vaccine manufacturers, whether it is AstraZeneca in the UK, whether it is companies in the US, whether it is Sputnik 5 from Russia. The Prime Minister has made it clear that we will ensure that the vaccine is not just for the people of India, but for all humanity. We will make this vaccine accessible and affordable. And it goes without saying that the first priority will be for our closest neighbors, our friends like Nepal. I had the opportunity to discuss this with the Honorable Foreign Minister, Honorable Foreign Secretary, and we will put our health ministries, our regulators in touch with each other to ensure that when this vaccine enters the market, when this vaccine is available, that Nepal will also have the fullest benefit of this vaccine. I want to convey my very grateful thanks to the government of Nepal for hosting me and my delegation. I did intend to come in soon after I took over as Foreign Secretary, but COVID-19 intervened. Our bilateral relations are age-old and historic.
According to Ministry of Health, corona has been confirmed in 1,614 more people during tests conducted in different parts of the country. Along with this, number of corona-infected people in Nepal has reached 2,27,640. Similarly, 23 more people have died due to corona, while 1,412 people have lost their lives due to corona in Nepal so far. Similarly, 1,437 more people have been released from corona in Nepal, and 2,09,435 people have been cured from corona. At present, 16,793 people are in isolation and 680 people are in quarantine. According to Ministry of Health, 1.7 million PCRs have been tested in Nepal. The U.S. economy has grown at an all-time high. Economy grew 33.1% in the third quarter of this year, according to Commerce Ministry. This is the highest quarterly growth since 1947, when the quarterly growth figures became public. Economy had previously grown at a record high of 16.7% in 1950. Despite record growth in the third quarter, lost economic output in the first 6 months of this year has not returned. Economists fear that resurgence of coronavirus will slow the growth rate sharply in current quarter and push GDP into negative territory in the first month of next year. English club Arsenal has entered knockout stage of Europa League football. Arsenal reached knockout stage with a 3-0 win over Molde FK last night. Leicester City also reached knockout stage, drawing 3-3 with Sporting Braga in Group G. Barnes, Thomas and Jamie Vardy scored for Leicester City, while Al-Musrati, Desai Fernandes and Rodriguez Barbosa scored for Braga with 4 goals each. Leicester City, who is at the top with 10 points, has made it to the knockout stage. Tottenham also advanced to knockout stage after beating Ludogorets Razgrad 4-0 in Group J. Alves Morais scored twice and Winks and Lucas Moura scored once each for Tottenham. After the victory, they have 9 points. This is all for now. We'll be back with more news and updates. Till then, keep watching Dharma Television. May all the sentient beings be at peace. Stay safe.